this is a 1978 GMC Birchaven. So this model, originally, it was actually built out inside by Coachman, and then on the outside, obviously GMC, and then also Boeing worked on the development of the platform together. It was like a joint project. It's got a cult following. There's all kinds of, and especially like with engineers and stuff, but there's a lot of people that really enjoy following them, having them from back when they were actually built. There is about 8,000 something still on the road. This one is what was called a trans mode that was then built into an RV by Coachman. It didn't actually get completely built out by GMC in the interior. They just built the whole platform and then let Coachman finish it inside. And there was only 178 of these made in 1978, so it's one of the rarer models. It's only 23 foot. You guys know I had a GMC before, which was actually 26 feet. And I lived in that for about 18 months. This one's in a lot better shape than that one was. So I'm really excited to start with a much better platform. And I thought I would run you around the outside, talk about some of the things I'm going to do first, take you inside and show you around, and we'll talk about what I plan to do with it. One of the first things I'm going to do, the very first thing, is I'm going to put some new rims on it. So I don't really like these steel rims. Some of these tires are kind of old, you know, past their lifespan and everything. And so my intention is to replace all the wheels and put all new tires on them. But I'm going to go to a 16-inch rim. It's kind of a limit on what I can do, because on the drum brakes back here and whatnot, there's only certain rims that can get over the 16.5-inch drum on them. But this one, like I said, is just a 23 footer, so it only had the one AC unit. I'm planning on putting solar on the top. I'm trying to come up with how I'm going to lay it out. I would really like to find a lift in the back here so I can lift this thing up and get up underneath there and see if I can actually install one of the AC units that is a split design, where the condenser is actually designed to be able to be underneath it, is what I'm hoping. I love all this glass. These things are, the body's all aluminum, and then there's this fiberglass cap on the back here, as you can hear, compared to here. Fiberglass, aluminum. And I don't really like dealing with black water, guys, so I'm hoping to put in an incinerating toilet. Look at all this glass. I loved it. Absolutely loved when I was on the road in the GMC, because the seats sit up so high in it, and this is just like a fishbowl of glass. It's amazing when you're out on the road, on the highway, and actually traveling. But all that glass does have a little bit of a downside to it, okay? So with all that glass, what happens is that you end up with a situation where they're kind of hard to heat and keep cool. Not so, as much as cool, but like to heat them when it gets really cold, because there's a bigger temperature differential you're trying to keep. And so I'm gonna try to take care of that by putting in the hydronic heating. So what that'll do is it'll heat the whole unit. So I'm really excited about this project. What we'll do is we'll go ahead and go inside. The reason why it's so messy is the last time I was in it, I took it out when I bought it. And so I haven't really done anything with it since I took it out camping one time right after I bought it. And when I did that, I didn't really clean it up. I took my friend, this is my friend's house I'm out in front of. So I took my friend and his dog was shedding at the time. So there's quite a bit of dog hair in here too. But this is what it looks like, what I was talking about with the glass. Just look at all of that glass. I think it's awesome. And the gentleman that owned this took really good care of it. Uh, I mean, he was a Winnebago dealer actually, and he loved these, and so he he's had like two or three, he told me, and this was like his favorite. In here, this design, like I said when we were walking on the outside, was a Coachman design. You can probably kind of get the feel that it was Coachman with the way it's laid out here. With this was a dinette here originally. I just folded it down into a bed so my friend could sleep on it. I hadn't taken the stuff inside yet. And then this fold-out couch, which you've seen for into a bed, which you've seen in Coachman's before. The fabric is very reminiscent of the late 70s, early 80s Coachman designs. Now this was obviously not original design. This was put in later. And then in here in the back, it had the actual bath unit, the rear bath unit in this Birchaven. I'm not a huge fan of these, to be honest, and so I'm probably gonna put a bed in here. This would have been a great spot to set up the batteries and all that if I wasn't gonna put a bed back here. I think I'm gonna do a lot of tear out on this. I'm kind of having a little bit of a difficult time deciding whether I want to just use it as it is for a while and wear the stuff out a little bit more because it's just in such good shape for its age, or if I'm gonna just tear into it. And recently I kind of just decided I was gonna tear into it. I got to disassemble everything, pull it out. It'll be a slow demo because these shapes here are really difficult to hold. Now, I've let her sit here and run for a while, so I just want you to kind of listen to the engine, how good she's running. You know from my previous GMC that I wanted to put the diesel engine in it, and I still really do want to put a diesel engine in this, but this thing just purrs, and so I don't really want to waste the lifespan on the 403. So what I'm thinking is I'm going to go ahead and just focus on the interior, make sure all the systems are really good for hitting the road, and then after I wear out the engine and or the transmission, one or the other, whichever one's first, then I'll go ahead and do the diesel swap in it. So that's what I'm thinking. And as far as like interior type stuff, you already know that I intend to go all electric, so I'm going to have solar. I'm going to make sure that if we can use the alternator to charge the batteries. There is a generator in this coach that's old. You can get them running again, but I remember they're always kind of gas hogs, so I think I'm going to pull that out and see if I can sell it, and then just use an inverter generator that I can use to help charge the batteries too, or run the AC when I'm static somewhere. Let's see, I told you I wanted to introduce hydronic heating, so I'm going to have to tear everything out, all the floor out and everything, to do the hydronic heating. And that's going to be kind of expensive, so it's going to take a little time to buy those items. So, and then I want to do an incinerating toilet, and I've kind of been in the process of developing a recirculating shower so that I can have long hot showers. All of you guys that have followed me for a long time, you know how much that means to me. I always like to have a long hot shower, and so the idea of like not wasting so much water is really appealing to me. I'm thinking the interior, I'm probably gonna try like the bamboo sort of look maybe, but that's kind of open in the air still. We'll see how that goes. I'm gonna be completely getting rid of the gas propane gas, so the gas stove is going to come out of here if anybody would like to have one. I'm gonna have it so there's like a cabinet in here where I have like an electric grill, a Ninja pressure cooker, you know, air fryer kind of setup, and then like just like a hot plate. And I'll be able to bring up different components depending on what I want to cook. That way I'm not limited. And I don't do a whole lot of oven stuff, and this oven was pretty small anyways. That means I gotta have a big battery bank. You guys are gonna see I'm gonna have a big battery bank. That's kind of all I have for now, really, on the process here. The first step is gonna be buying the wheels and tires, because I got a couple bad tires. In fact, one of them on the front here is flat. And then after that, I'll start tearing it out. I think I've been talking to an outfit with what's called a Lux locker, so that I could have a place to be inside to work on it. So I'm gonna rent a little 40 by 14 kind of little shop space, big storage area for it, and work on that. I've been talking to him in email. For now, that's really it. I'll share more with you guys as I go along, and I'll really get into why I love these. But I also wanted to sit down with you all and really talk to you about why I disappeared from YouTube, because I know a lot of you guys that used to follow me probably been wanting to know what's going on.